So a few weeks ago, when I was running errands, I stopped at Walgreens to go get my mother a birthday card. As I was walking out of the store, there was an older African American guy sitting on a wheelchair with a UCF hat on. And he had a jar in his hand, and he asked if I could give him any money. He said he was a former U.S. Army 82nd Airborne Division vet, and that he was homeless. Though I would have given him money, I had no cash on me, and I really couldn't give him anything. However, I talked with him, I gave him a handshake, and rendered him a hand salute. You see, I think all of our feelings of sorrow and remorse can come together right here, but unfortunately, this guy isn't the only one. This should not be allowed. And today, my name is Nicholas Ploss, and today I'm going to be telling you guys about how these veterans enter their situation of homelessness, how the government could do better for our vets, and why America shouldn't ever let them down. But first, how do these vets become homeless? Well, first off, the factors have to do with military discharge. When vets leave the military, they leave based off of discharge, and a big one being medical separation. The first part of this medical separation can come from physical injury gained while in the military. These can be from combat or non-combat related issues. A second one for coming from medical discharge comes from mental conditions. And these are psychiatric conditions, kind of like PTSD or paranoia, anything really gained from combat stress. Another factor of events can come from post-military service. And according to PsychCentral.com, homelessness among vets rarely happen immediately after. This stretch can be because of income and age and go into subgroups, mainly women vets with children and vets with cognitive impairments, which don't allow them really to get a good job. Another aspect go back to chronic medical and psychiatric conditions, which come with a heavy course of depression, alcohol abuse, which if really untreated can lead to homelessness much quicker because of that low quality of life. Now, what is happening here? What is the government doing right now, and why is this going so wrong, and what can they do better? Well, there needs to be more attention from the Department of Veteran Affairs. And though the VA, they do a lot and they have their hands full all the time, they really haven't been paying much attention to the homeless issue. According to taskandpurpose.com, the number of homeless vets have increased since 2010 when President Barack Obama set the goal of ending the problem in 2015, which was never met. It can't just be funding that has to help them. It has to be resources as well. And it seems like the VA really has taken less of their resources out and of the priority here. And according to Secretary of the VA, David Shulkin, their priorities really haven't been it. It's been healthcare, modernization, efficiency, timeliness, and ending the suicide problem, which are all great, but it has nothing to do with homelessness. And don't you think homelessness can lead to some of these things? Well, there needs to be more funding. And back in 2017, the VA planned to pull $460 million from the HUD-VASH program, a program which is supposed to help the problem. But why though? Why do they need to cut something so important like this? And though housing requires a lot of money, it doesn't mean that they have to cut the money. I mean, they spend millions on so many other things, so many other programs, even modernizing their hospitals, but they can't increase funds towards homelessness issue. That's a problem. Now, why is this imperative to our vets being taken care of? Well, the more the VA and the government and the system get away with this, they are going to keep on doing it. And according to the VA, there are 37,000 homeless vets, and one is too many. And this is a huge problem. And this just shows how much they've not really been taken care of. And constantly the VA is screwing over our vets. The Washington Post says they provided the numbers of 400,000 vets that have not been getting what they've deserved since 1980. This is unlawful and morally wrong. Because the men and women who hurt during service are still hurting, and they need these things. They need help. Agencies like the VA should be doing their jobs and helping our vets no matter the resources or funds. Because the more our vets are helped, not only is it the less risk that they are at for homelessness, but it lowers their it helps increase their quality of life and return socially and sustain economically. So today, you heard about this epidemic of homelessness vets and what's going wrong and how we can fix it. But how can you help? Well, whenever you see a veteran, no matter what, give them a handshake. There are also many other veteran projects that you can donate to. But thank you can bring us a long way, because as we as Americans, we've always been doing stuff. We always work hard, but we always need help. And a helping hand is really good. And according to Bradley Cooper, after he played the real-life Navy SEAL Chris Kyle, he stated, quote, "The reality is that people are coming home and we have to take care of them. So please, let's take care of these great men and women." Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.